And hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sarah. I own a company called New to You Clothing and Shoes. I am a reseller, which means I buy things at thrift stores and I flip them online for a profit. Today's video, I know I didn't have a thrifty video this weekend because I have not had much time to thrift, but I did want to share with you my February numbers. Did I meet my goal? And we're gonna tweak a few things. So stay tuned, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and let's get into my goals and items that sold for me over $40 in the month of February 2025. Let's go over goals first. Cut right to the chase. I don't have time to sell what I need to sell to make $1,000. I think I was stretching that entirely way too far. Was a little too hopeful. On a very good month I could probably do it, but I don't want to work my business in a way that it's going to add extra stress to my already stressful, busy life as a working mom. It's just not feasible. So I'm going to revise my goal going forward that I want to try to make $500 a month. Because I feel like even if I have just one day on the weekend to thrift and list those items that I thrifted like immediately, then all I'm doing throughout the week is shipping, and I have a little time in the morning when the kids are getting ready for school that allows me to do that, or in the evenings. I usually have about an hour or two before bed, if I don't crash out before then, to get my shipping done. So I want to have a more realistic goal. It was a great idea. But 2 months in a row I haven't made that goal since kind of revamping things at the beginning of the year, and that's okay. That is okay. So set realistic goals for yourself, because it's not going to feel great if I miss those every single month. So it's like, okay, with my busy schedule now, and it's only going to get busier because March 29th, that weekend, is the first softball tournament, and then it's game on from there till the end of June. And then after that, I'm probably not going to want to do a whole lot. So we're just going to change things up a little bit in reselling over here. And that's all right. I will still be happy with $500. My husband was very encouraging and even said, you know, hey, that's not nothing. That's not nothing. A lot of people would love to have an extra $500 a month. So another reason you should like and subscribe so you can figure out how to do this too if you are super busy like me. And how to Rocky. Hi. You need up here, don't you? Okay, we'll see about that. Okay, so the numbers. Here we go. Previously, my sales goal was to sell $1,675 a month, and that is, when I say sales, that's the amount that goes into my bank account. It doesn't include cost of goods. Well, it kind of does because we budget for inventory, but that's the dollar amount that's deposited into my account. I actually sold $1,233.60, so not terrible, but I feel like I was stressing myself out to get to that point. I had an inventory budget of $370.08, or it's 30% of whatever my current sales are. So if I have $100 deposited so far for the month in March, that means I can spend $30 of that on inventory, just for quick math. I actually spent $328.99, so yay, celebrate that. I stayed under budget and didn't thrift too much, because that's been my problem. I spend too much money and just swipe that debit card everywhere, so setting an inventory budget has been big. Monthly expenses, $175 was budgeted. I spent $155.52. In order to make my sales goal, I needed to sell 84 items at $20 profit per item. I actually sold 47, so like half. But my average net profit on those items was $23.66. So some of my goals I met, but overall not so good. I'm very transparent on this channel. I was able to take out $545 after I keep out money for taxes to use on paying down some debt that we have. We had to replace a motor in a car, and it's just been crazy. But $545 isn't anything to cry over. That is still pretty amazing considering I only do this on the weekends and a little bit every day for shipping. So I'll take it. I hope you guys had a good sales month as well. Now, let's get into some of the items that sold for over $40 or more. So these are items that you should probably keep an eye out for in the thrift store, either for style or the brand. And I'm going to tell you, if I can remember, where I got them and what I paid for it, and then how much it sold for. So we're going to start with the least and work our way up. You will be so surprised at the top item, because it's totally outside my norm, but I decided to take a chance on something and it totally paid off. All right, the first sale is on eBay. It is a Varley Lagoda athletic sleeveless dress. I used keywords tennis and pickleball. This was new with tags. I found it at a Goodwill for $5.99. It sold for $40, and after all fees and any other discounts, I made $33.09. I had one Depot sale make the list. Look at him. He's just like, can you please, what are you doing? Let me on the couch. Come on. You can still fit. Come on. Come on, everyone wants to see your cute face. Let's go. Come on. If you don't know, he only has 3 legs since he was a baby, but he gets around just fine, including climbing up on this couch. Come on. Am I in your way? Okay, hang on. Let me give you all the space in the world. Here he comes. Okay, lay down. Okay, lay down. Find a spot. You guys, this dog's ridiculous. Hope you don't mind animals. Okay, the Depop sale. Because yes, I cross-post to multiple platforms as well. These sold within 24 hours of listing them. It's a vintage pair of Doc Martens men's Oxford shoes. These were made in England, which I think makes them vintage. They sold full price for $49.99. I offer free shipping on Depop, so I made $35.07. Back to eBay. This was I'd never heard of this brand, looked it up, found this at my local Goodwill. Oh, those other ones I found in a town over. And they were like, the Doc Martens were $9.99, I think. So I'll take that. That's a quick flip. Back to these vegan leather pants. The brand is Ripley Raider. I found these at my local Goodwill in Amish country. I don't know, they were pretty fancy. Used as well. I paid $4.99. They sold for $50 on eBay, and I make $43.48. Another eBay sale. I had been messaging a buyer, totally so sweet. She was like, hey, can you double check the size tag? I'm messaging you for like my 90-year-old neighbor who would love to have this blazer, and she says that she will take it if it's, I think she said a size 8. It ended up being a size 10, but it's an Acris Punto blazer, wool blend. I used keywords quiet, luxury, capsule, jacket, and career. She did end up making an offer of $50, which I happily accepted for her neighbor. I make $41.48. One Mercari sale on this list. Mercari is a platform that's pretty slow for me, but every once in a while I'll have like a pretty decent sale, and then I'm like, well, that's totally worth the cross posting that I pay for. I sold these Dan Post vintage Laredo brown leather boots in a men's size 9.5, Western Cowboy Rodeo 90s. I was a little nervous because it was a smaller size for men, but it did actually sell pretty quickly. I found these at an Ohio thrift, and I think I paid $14.99. They were not the color tag of the week. Sold for $55, but on Mercari I offer free shipping. So that kind of hurt this one, but I still made $26.85. So over my $20 profit, I'm taking it. Next, back to eBay. These sold within 24 hours as well. I found a pair of Carhartt bibs. They were women's. Size 10, brown double knee. I use keywords chore, farm, and workwear. Thanks to you guys for commenting in the video previously. They sold on an offer for $59. I found these at a local Goodwill and I paid $14.99. I had a net of $41.62. Finally, a Poshmark sale. These Tailor Stitch joggers. These were super heavyweight knit sweatpants. These were even flawed. Kind of. Okay, so the little drawstring was still in there on half the side, but you just needed to pull it through the other side. It wasn't like poked through. I don't know, use like a safety pin or something. Disclosed every bit of that, and they sold for $68. I paid $4.99 for those at a local Goodwill, and I make $54.40. Okay, we're down to the final two. I am so excited. Do you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, I decided to go to the bins. It was last time I filmed there. It was in Cincinnati. And I only found 3 items and I was like kind of bummed about it. Well, I'm not bummed about it anymore because I sold one of the tops that I picked up. I'm not sure how to say this brand. A Detache. An Ivan crewneck sweatshirt, scribble print. I used designer, art deco, and runway because I did find the runway picture, which was awesome. I paid like $1.25 for this at the bins, and it sold in probably a month and a half or 2 months for $99. Like, what a bin flip. That's awesome. So after fees and everything, I make $86.93. And the top sale of February 2025, which is totally outside my norm, was kind of a home good item. If you don't know or you're new to my channel, I am on the board of directors for the local Humane Society. So anything to do with pets, I'm kind of like, I don't know, automatically drawn to. So I'm in my local Goodwill here in Southern Ohio in Amish country. Like literally we live in the middle of nowhere, I feel like. And I came across this, it's called Cat Link. It's an AI cat feeder. It was green. It was new with open box. So it's an automatic cat feeder that you control from your app, and it can tell you about the diet of your cat. Pretty freaking cool. The only websites I've seen it on were like in Australia or something, and they retailed for like $150. I listed mine for $125, and I paid $35 for this. So I really was like, oh my gosh, like I don't pay up for stuff ever. So I paid $35 for it at my local Goodwill, listed it for $125. It probably took about 3 months to sell, but it sold for $100. It was also kind of a pain to ship, not gonna lie. I kind of just wrapped brown paper around the box that it was already in, and I did ship it UPS ground, but I made $79.80 off a cat feeder. Like, people love their pets, so if you can find something cool like that, it's just one of those things where, like, do the process, look up the comps, like, this looks interesting, what the heck is this thing? And it was a $100 flip. That's what it was. $35 into $100. I will take it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I am so excited to get started with softball and baseball season, but that means you may not see as many thrifty videos with me. The only thrifting I'm probably going to get done is on my lunch break, or like Thursday, Fridays in the evenings, unless they have practice. I'm not even sure. Like, there's so much schedules up in the air. My husband got promoted. His schedule's changing. My dad's business is for sale, and there's somebody looking at it, which means I don't know if it sells, if I'm going to work there this summer. Am I not going to work there? I don't know, like, what my life is entailing. So that's also, like, really stressing me out. So if you could send some good thoughts and prayers to me to keep my stress level down as a working mom and a reseller, I would greatly appreciate it. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one. See ya.